unique keyboard playing technique that is called as double tap. You're going to use your thumb in your right hand and thumb in your left hand. You have to do a lot of circuses. You have to just move your arm a little bit. Hey guys, hope you all are doing really well. My name is Lionel and I'm your keyboard teacher on Music Pundit, the best place to learn music online. Before we get on with the topic, I want to quickly remind you that we publish new videos every week. So if you are new on the channel or have not subscribed yet, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss out on any of the videos in the future. So let's get on with the topic now. Many years back, I used to listen and follow these great award-winning keyboard players such as Jordan Rudess, Marco, Rick Wakeman, etc. These are very versatile keyboard players on the planet, and they have mastered this unique keyboard playing technique that is called as double tap. And they are so good at it that they can play this technique in one hand. But don't worry guys, that's why I am here. I'm going to break down this technique and I will help you that how you can play this technique using two hands. So you guys watch the video me playing this double tap technique while I prepare for this lesson. I have broken down this technique into 4 parts. So the first part is how you're going to play it, right? So it's super simple. Now take for example, let's just keep one key, that is C. You're going to use your thumb in your right hand and thumb in your left hand, okay? And you're going to tap that same key in 16 counts. So 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. So if you are playing for the whole bar, 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. So if I have to play a little faster, 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. So while you're doing that, if you're doing couple of times, it can be a little boring. So what you can do is, you can use your second finger on E flat, third finger on F, and fourth on G, okay? And when you're doing this, you can add these notes for a little bit more color, okay? So it will sound like this. So if I have to play to the metronome, I will keep the tempo a really slow tempo, that is 90 BPM, and I'm going to play it in 16 counts. So 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. So you guys have to practice that before going and starting to play with the tempo. You can just play without the tempo. Okay, practice it really slow. So don't worry, in this video, I will be going a little faster on this technique because I have this technique as well as many more techniques in my keyboard level 1 as well as keyboard level 2. So you can go through Music Pundit lessons and I have explained these techniques step by step. So you guys can get hold on to this technique really fast and really easy way. And we have our practice schedules where you can practice with me using this double tap technique. And by the end of this module, or by the end of that lesson, you will be a great player using this technique. So now what will I do? I will increase the tempo a little bit and I will show it to you how it sounds. I'll put it at 110, 2, 3, 4. Going well, nice. So let me increase still more. I'll put it to 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the last tempo, that is 130. So if you guys have practiced at 90, 100, 110 and 120, I'm pretty sure you guys can play it at 130 as well. So for this demonstration, I'm going to use the beat. I'm going to use this rock beat, okay? So let me start with the count in. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. Very easy technique and very useful technique. Now, how are you going to play if you have a lot of keys to play with? Now, take for example, you are double tapping only on white key right now. Take for example, if you have to double tap on black key as well. So then you have to use different finger position. Why? Because white key is thicker than the black key, right? You can see that. So here you can use the thumb because 2 fat fingers, correct? You can use that. But when you're using a black key, it can be a little tough. Why? Because the black key is little thin. So what you can do is you can either use a combination of your thumb and your second finger, or you can just double tap with your second finger on your right hand as well as left hand. So and you can just play the chromatic scale. So if you just use thumb, then say you have to do a lot of circuses. So I don't think you need to do all those things. What you can do, the easy way, is just alternate between fingers. You can use your thumb, and when you are going to a black key, use your little finger. Another thing which I want to discuss is when you're playing this like couple of times and very fast, what happens is there are chances of you getting a little pain on your palm or around this area. So what you can do is, while you're playing it, you have to just move your arm a little bit like this way, okay? So if you just keep your body stiff and play, then there are chances of you getting pain over this area. So you have to be very careful while practicing. But once you're expert with it, then you don't need to do anything. You can just start playing it, okay? So where you can apply this technique? You can apply on the organ sound, which I just demonstrated to you. The other sounds which you can use this technique a lot is the synth sound. So if you select any default synth sound, which sounds like this, what you can do is you can just put it to mono. Now what is monophony and polyphony? Everything is explained in my lessons. So please go to Music Pandit and learn what are all these controls, because these are very important controls if you are a professional keyboard player or if you are just starting to play a keyboard in a little higher level, okay? So my synth sound is ready. It will sound very nice if you can play on a synth sound to a dance beat. So I'll just use a dance beat. And I'm ready to play. 1, 2, 3, go! So you can do all these kind of things. Another place where you can use this technique for a little bit of Indian sound or something like that, you can use it on mandolin, or you can use it even on santur, okay? So I don't have a perfect santur sound or something like that. I will just use a normal, it's called as dulcimer. I'll use that and I'll just demonstrate to you, okay? So it sounds something like this. So you can make it sound more Kashmiri or something like that, okay? Using this double tap. So you can use all these techniques to different sounds and make your playing really shine out. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed today's topic and it was useful to you. So please hit the like and subscribe button along with the bell icon so you don't miss out. If there is any topic you want to know more about, just comment down below and we will definitely discuss it. I will see you in the next video. Until then, keep playing. So this is Lionel, your keyboard pundit, signing off.